Bushcraft. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to Bushcraft Heroes. My name is Matt, and today me and Bobo are going back down to the treehouse to do some awesome videos for you guys. So stay with us. Snowy days, man, but they are beautiful.
Today we are gonna do some work on our camp, but it's a bit of a crazy day. It's like a wet snow falling. We're gonna get some dead standing firewood, get it underneath the shelter.
Keep it dry.
Keep it dry, buck it up so that we're ready to start a fire when we need to.
So due to the snow being so damp, we decided we're gonna poncho up. It's a really wet snow today and everything's just getting soaking wet. Because the temperature's actually quite mild, but we decided to poncho up because carrying around deadfall and putting wood on our shoulders and stuff, we just don't want to get soaked all the way through. So yeah, ponchoed up, ready for action.
So we're having trouble finding much dry, dead standing stuff that hasn't taken on loads of water. So we're gonna maybe try with the birch. Lots of resin, lots of good fire stuff, so we'll just see if we take this guy down, what we get out of it. Hopefully it's all good.
That's a solid bit of firewood. Katana boy. Two nice dead standing birch. That is a treat, I tell ya.
We managed to find 4 dead standing birch. They're a little bit wet on the outside, but on the inside they're good, so they should be a lovely fire later on.
The wet weather is making it quite interesting being out here. It's supposed to stay like this, slushy and just relentless wet snow for the next 24 hours, so getting any construction done might not be on the cards. Might have to change pace and do some staying dry style stuff. But yeah, it's just so wet. My legs are just soddenly wet. But it's all right. We're gonna get a fire going and dry out. It'll be fine. Gonna be an interesting camp indeed. So the snow has now turned to just full-on rain. It's funny, every time it's been like perfect weather, 10 degrees sunny for the past like probably 20 days before this trip. And yet again, the weather goes crazy right before we come out, but I guess it makes it more of a challenge, which is okay.
Yeah, it's fun. Tests us.
Test the skills, yeah. You don't want it to be too easy, right?
You gotta roll with nature. You gotta go with it, otherwise you get in trouble.
Want to roll with nature. So you can see that tarp, it goes kind of from in the shelter and then just gives us a little extra runoff. It's so wet and rainy, we're gonna have to, I think we're gonna make a very small controlled fire just under the tarp here and just dry out a bit. So we're going to use the old silky katana boy, Beastie McNuggetson, to prep up some of this birch we collected earlier. So we're going to rest it up on this guy and just start preparing it. So I think this fire we're going to make is going to be an entirely birch fire. We're going to split these down, and then batten them down, and then make feather sticks and just try and make the whole thing out of birch, seeing as that's what we've got. Nice.
We're gonna prepare all different sizes of wood now to start the fire. Not fail on having kindling like I did in the last video.
Hashtag prepare. Hashtag prepare the fire. Oh yeah.
Alright, so let's split some of these pups into quarters. Good technique, that. New one we just discovered. Rather than trying to batten it from the top down, when it gets really thin it just tends to go off kilter. So it's actually a really nice way of doing it. Probably I think we've discovered the safest way is to keep the sharp edge of the blade away from you, so.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
You know what he's saying? Don't pretend like you don't know. We need some feather sticks.
So this is what a well-prepared fire should look like. We've got birch bark, followed by birch feather sticks, followed by birch kindling, followed by birch slightly bigger kindling, up to quarter sizes, up to half sizes, up to full-size logs on the very end there. That's what you want to have, like a really good all the way through selection. Fire reflector wall 101. So we just dug a little pit out for our fire. It's not going to be a big fire, Just something small that we can just stay warm and dry. So as you can see, this birch bark is totally soaking wet, just like everything is in the forest right now. But I'm going to show you the technique that you can use to start fire with birch bark, even if it's soaking wet. Bring the blade parallel, just like in the other video I've shot. Scrape it up. The more powder you produce, the longer it will burn for before it dies out. So because it's wet, I'm going to go a little bit beyond what I normally would, just to make sure I got enough. When we were beginners, we used to just peel the birch bark up and just try and shower it in sparks, but this technique works a lot better. A lot better. Okay, now we've got our pile there. Just gonna put some sparks into it. And there we go. Wow, wet, man. It's not sure. Start trying to get a few bits of kindling across there. Well, there we go. Was probably the toughest fire we've had to start for a while. Even the birch was struggling, but eventually got it going thanks to the bark, man. The bark just saves it. Really did save it. And also doing the old classic MCQ, so you can lift up the fire to let the oxygen come in underneath. But yeah, there you go. The dollar store selfie stick. Bellow. Good one, that. It's a good one. can see all the moisture coming out the sides. Oh my days.
It's amazing how quickly stuff will get wet in the rain, and then
I mean, it's been raining for 2 days straight,
a few days of the sun, and then it's...
So we've got every bit of firewood that we've prepared so far just sat around the fire because, yeah, it's just... That was a tough one, man. That's probably the toughest one we've had so far. But we got it going, and I think we're going to just chill for a bit, eat some food, get our energy back, maybe have a coffee, and yeah, we're making some bannock.
Thanks Scrambled O for the advice with the mixing in the bag. It's good.
Good advice.
Good lad.
Yeah, that is smart. So, making some bannock, Mark II. We're going for a savoury one this time, aren't we?
Just a more like a bread, just like a
normal bread.
Yeah.
Rain's coming down.
We just thought we'd have some bread to have as a snack while we working.
Getting there though. Tis getting there. Slowly, slowly, surely. Butterfingers. Yeah, not sure if the fire will stay alive, but we're gonna cook bannock.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll be fine. And there she is, Lord bannock. The most basic recipe I think you can do for bannock, but it's nice. I quite like just plain savoury, and it's sustenance, give you some energy. So definitely grateful for a nice bit of warm bannock today on such a wet, rainy day. Alright guys, so we decided, because the weather is being just so crazy intermittent, that we're gonna clean up that area underneath where we had the wood drying rack under the shelter. We're gonna lower it down to ground level so that it levels out the floor, because it's on a massive slope. So we're just collecting up all of the little offcuts from when they were cutting planks for the treehouse at the top. The little thin bits that they cut where they cut the bark off and stuff. And we're going to use those to make the floor, and then cover the whole thing in dirt so we actually have a nice level ground underneath us. So, as you can see, we've lowered the overall height right down to ground level on this end, raised up on this end, and we're making kind of like floorboards just to give us a nice flat space so we can actually utilize this area. So you can see what we're going for there, guys. Indoor decking. All those offcuts, nothing goes to waste. And then Bo's gonna make a little skirt to go along the edge to just finish it off right nice. And now we can utilize all this space. So yeah, let's move this tarp so it's like butted right up to the, yeah, exactly, yeah. All right, let's do that. So there we go. Manoeuvred our tarp over.
We're basically just doing gear management stuff. So you'll see as it develops, but things to hang your bags off, things to hang your gear off, all inside of the new.
Wow, look at the size of this shelter. It's like getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Real estate, man.
We're in the garden right now.
Yeah, I like the garden when it's not raining.
By Monday, it's gonna look really cool.
Yep. I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. Sorry it's all in the dark underneath the shelter, but it's just been raining heavily all day here. So we had to find projects to do that aren't recklessly getting us soaking wet. So, because we're here for 3 days actually, so yeah, but it's nice. I'm really enjoying this as a project. Let's get the bags up.
Sweet.
Sweet. Nice. There we go. Much better. Much better. Our fire is finally nice and strong. And I think now we're gonna prepare the rest of the firewood. Get all that done. And yeah, it's looking good. Ow, my legs are burning. Ah! That birch burn's hot, man. Real hot. Ah! My corn nuts. It's for you, scrambled dough. Look at it. Look at it. And then I ate it. So we just knocked up a little bipod for the chopping up the rest of this birch. It's a lot easier to saw wood when you're not hunched over. Don't need no chainsaw, man. Not when you got the katana, boy.
Beautiful. Some people say it's overkill, but for these conditions, holy smokes.
Yeah, saves so much time. Swap. See, let's see your little small saws do that. You just chopped all that wood, and it's hardwood, in what, like 3 or 4 minutes?
Less than that, maybe.
Less than that, yeah. Yeah, they are great, man, the Katana boys. Really, really good. Really, really good saws. Alright, let's finish it up. Yeah. I'll put this stuff over.
Done.
Done, yeah.
Bark holding it together.
It flew over there.
It's still steaming this bit.
So it's been a pretty interesting day, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been really good actually.
For a rainy day.
Yeah, for a rainy day, I think we actually kind of did pretty well.
Yeah. We've got a lot of stuff just done, tidying up inside the camp like I've showed you before. And now we're just gonna sit down and have some dinner. So we got a nice little bed of coals ready to cook on. And then we've got some smoked jalapeno tequila beef kebabs and some spicy citrus and natural lemon flavor kebabs.
Smells good.
Oh, those kebabs smell good.
And it's raining.
Yeah, I love those Uncle Ben's instant rice. Like, they're basically cooked already, so you just have to heat them up a bit. So easy. It's the perfect camping food, and they have a shelf life of like 2 years. This is awesome. Really happy. So a lot of people go mental when I tell them that we cook straight on the charcoal. That's really hot. I need my gloves. Where'd I put my gloves? My gloves there somewhere? Just man up, just man up. So a lot of people think we're crazy for cooking on just the coals, but oh man, it's such a nice way to cook. I don't know whether it adds any flavor or anything, but I'd way rather do that than take these off the skewers and cook them in a pan, or cook a steak in a pan. It just works really well, so yeah. Try it if you haven't already. I think that's going to be all we're going to do for this evening, and we'll see you in the morning. Morning.
Hi.
It is snowing. Look at that. It is winter. It is John snowing. Oh,
April.
you know what? I didn't think it was gonna snow, but now I'm looking over there and there's snow all on the ground.
Just when you thought winter was leaving, it's coming again.
So good morning, guys. Maybe you can do it. What are we doing?
We're
Say good morning.
we're just trying to get the fire going again. We've had like an inch of snow.
Yeah.
Winter wonderland.
At least it's not raining.
Mid-April. Welcome to Alberta.
So we're hoping we can stoke up the old fire and get her going. Oh, cook some breakfast. So that was a little bit easier than yesterday, getting that guy going. Having a bed of coals, man, and a bellow makes morning fire starting easy for the two hobbits.
Ain't we dropping no E, sir, I promise.
Here he is. Got the coffee on. Fire cranking, and the snow are falling. Coffee time. Okay guys, thanks for joining us for another episode of Bushcraft Heroes. We hope you enjoyed it. We definitely did. If you did, please leave a like or a comment on the video.
And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.